folks, to the virtual cigar lounge here at Coast Cigar at 2420 Government Street. We are the Ashholes. I'm here with Bones. Mort is in the COVID-19 studio, and we're coming to you live. Good evening, everyone.
Once again, live.
Live.
I didn't get the notification. I don't know why.
We are here. We are not, you know what? So don't get used to it.
Don't get used to being
How's
live.
your day going, Mort?
I taught class all day.
From the COVID studio, or?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. How'd
Yeah,
that go?
we're in a total teleschool environment, so I could teach them. I could teach them from McDonald's if I wanted to go to if I wanted to go to McDonald's, which that ain't gonna happen. But
I understand.
Kind of like me working from here.
yeah, that ain't gonna happen either. I'm not.
So
gonna
it
do
was a
that.
busy day for you?
Yeah, I was lecturing all morning and grading discussion posts all afternoon.
Okay.
So
And it's again pouring out.
oh man, yeah, it got
Coming
dark
down like
here.
cats and dogs.
Look at that, dude. They did get the boards down, the deck boards down on the deck today before it started raining, though.
It got dark here, man. I was grading some stuff and didn't have any lights on because it's daylight, and then all of a sudden it got real dark, and I went, "Holy smokes!"
Let me tell you what your fellow teachers did to me. Remember, I told you I had to take that advanced supervisor Air Force class every.
Yeah.
You're supposed to take a refresher every 3 years. Supposedly take it every 3 years, and I haven't taken it yet in 6 years I've been here. But anyway, I got the email like the 12th of June, or no, before that. Said the classes start the class cycle starts the 12th of June and ends like the 27th of August, and then you got to take 3 tests and get a 70 or above. But there's no pass or fail. There's just you basically can take it over and over again until you get a 70.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and if you take it more than 3 times and you go into like a remedial thing and you get some one-on-one or something, then you take it again and you pass. But anyway, they got this new system called Corona or something that they create a whole user ID password for you. It's kind of like Blackboard, but the whole
It's Canvas.
Canvas, that's it. And you have to wait till you get your user ID password set up before you can. So you register for the class when you first get the email. So your time starts, right? So I'm not getting the email. I'm not getting the user ID password. And I go to the lady the other day, and she goes, "Oh, they're working from at home. They only got one person working a day, and they got so many to user ID passwords to set up, and blah 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 and all this." I said, "Okay." She goes, "But we'll hope to have you one by Friday." I said, "Okay. You're going to extend my time, or I still got to start at Friday and have 17 days to take a 3-month freaking class?"
And what was their answer?
She goes, "You can do that, or you can drop the class and re-register to take it another time." Which I was like, "Oh, okay, I can do that. I'll do that, and maybe I could prolong it so I don't have to take it before I retire."
Right.
But it'd have to be within the next 3 or 4 months. So then one of the lady that teaches the class popped up and said, "I can do this for you. I can send you the 3 blocks, the syllabus, the books, or the 3 manuals you have to use for each block. Send it to you up front, and then you can just go take the test." All right, that'll work. I'll try that. If not, I just take the remedial thing, and I'm going to pass anyway. But
Right.
I'm not taking another 3 months to take this shit.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I took it. It was an easy class.
The refresher
Welcome,
one?
Kevin, Tyler, Kevin, and Kerr. Welcome, guys.
Oh.
Yeah, I took the advanced supervisor course. Yeah.
Oh, no, this is the refresher.
I know. The refresher is just a cut
Yeah.
down version of it.
We'll go with this one first. How's that? Okay, and then we'll go down the line.
What's up, Michael? Welcome.
Kevin, thank you for all the help on YouTube. We'll see if it works tonight when the broadcast is over.
Tyler, how you doing?
And I'm smoking one of your
Kevin,
favorites.
Kerr, what's up, guys?
Smoking your
Michael, how are you?
Camacho Candela.
Candela, huh?
I'm
Macho
smoking an
Candela.
Epica from Nat Sherman. Is that how you say that?
Nat Sherman?
Yeah.
Nat Sherman, Nate Sherman, Davidoff.
Davidoff, one of them. You know what I'm smoking. It's good.
I was digging through the humidor and I found these
Wind out
diesel I don't know. I think I may have got it on Cigar Bid, 6 months ago or a year ago. I don't know. Diesel Rage. It's not bad.
Diesel Rage.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not bad.
Are we sure we're going to Facebook? I would assume so if everybody's on, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
I can't find it for some reason. But...
Geez, where did you send it? To your homepage or to the Ashholes page?
I didn't change it. I didn't change anything. I just added YouTube. They're all on, so they must be on Facebook.
They've all clicked on Facebook. You're having technical difficulties.
We're all good.
Will we start at 101?
We can. Let's start with sports. Patrick Mahomes buys. He's a vested owner in the Royals.
Part owner in the Royals, yes.
And they said when he got his money that day, he went out and bought a Ferrari.
Okay.
Good for him. I would have bought one of the new Corvettes before I bought a Ferrari, but
that's you.
That's you. He
don't even know what he wanted.
Actually, with $500 million, I might have bought both.
Right.
Buy what you want.
Something else.
Buy what you want.
He deserves it. He's
Super Bowl champ,
and he's guaranteed $174 million if he gets hurt and can't play anymore. So,
but he ain't gonna get hurt because he's gonna get that 500.
He needs to really be smart with his money too. You know that because some of these pro players that get big bucks like that at the beginning, and then they wash out in a couple of years, they're broke. They don't.
That what do you call him? The manager or his agent? What, $50 million?
Yeah, he gets $50 million.
Yeah.
That ain't a bad check.
10%, right?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, he's like, show me the money. You're the only person I take care of. Show me the money.
Yep, that's right.
How about that?
There was. I'm going to answer Kevin. Kevin, there was something about having to pay extra or wait a little longer to be able to go live on YouTube. I got to look at that again.
I think the only reason that we were actually looking at going YouTube was just for people that go there and look at stuff later on, not to be live or anything.
But there is a way to do it so we can do both at the same time. But then that's too freaking complicated.
Well, for right now, we'll figure it out. We'll get it figured out.
Right now, we just want to work on the coins and the possible shirt, and we do have a guest in the green room.
Oh, you don't have the green room, no.
He's sitting in the lounge. That's our green room. Because he'll be on. But just to those guys that know us from the past, it is Sideshow. Sideshow came out of nowhere.
Hey guys.
Out of nowhere and smoke a cigar with us and hang out a little bit. He's going to come on the show for a little bit and tell us what's going on in his miserable existence.
He asked me what to smoke, and I steered him towards these new cigars they got in Coast Cigars called the Rockefellers.
Really
what do you mean he asked you what to smoke?
He said he hasn't smoked the cigar in so long he doesn't know him anymore.
I had to try something new.
Oh my goodness. That poor boy has been so deprived.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
A year?
Yeah, probably a year.
Welcome, Terrence from New Orleans.
Terrence from New Orleans.
New Orleans. All right. Good to have you.
Back to the YouTube. We are on YouTube now. I put the YouTube link on our Facebook page. I'll figure out how to do it here. I know there's got to be some way where I can give it to you here in the comments or something. And please go to YouTube, like, click, subscribe.
Subscribe.
We're going to catch you, Kevin.
Hey, man.
I don't think so, man. He's going to have to get caught. I mean, he's going to have to get caught pushing the ballot for Joe Biden in order to lose people.
We don't
Joe Biden, talking about him real fast, he's announcing his running mate for vice president next week.
Wow.
Could be the next president if he wins.
Wow.
I'm going to Canada with what's her name?
Whoopi Goldberg?
No, what's that fat broad's
Rosie
name?
O'Donnell.
Yeah, Rosie O'Donnell.
No, not Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah.
Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah, that fat broad. You know her, right, Jeff?
Yeah.
Well, they were both.
Isn't that what she's referred to?
That fat broad? No,
Yeah.
no.
You know, that's all unpolitically correct. That's not funny. But who really cares nowadays? Because I do have a gripe. And we talk about this in the shop. And all this shit's going on. I'm watching this stuff. My wife tells me, just stop watching the news.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's hard not to. But when you see these innocent kids or a dad and his daughter going to a deli and getting beat up just because they're in the store, you know, or this kid in Springfield, Missouri, this happened about 2-3 weeks ago. He went to the gas station to get some ice cream. So he walked in, he comes out, he's walking back to his truck. He starts getting his ass beat for absolutely no reason. You know,
It's happening all over the country.
all this social injustice, I agree, you know, there's something there, but you're fighting for all this justice, and you're
Causing anarchy.
causing anarchy. You're putting shit on fire. They broke through the gates and put that federal building on fire with a kid in it, and then
Yeah.
we blocked the fire department from getting to the building to put the fire out.
Yeah.
So what are they doing? They're doing all this damage, and they're causing us, and I say us, but everybody else that's not protesting and not doing this, that want to live normal lives, heartache, because it just,
It kind of puts them, see, we're in a good spot here where we live.
right now.
So if we were in a big city or where stuff where this is going on, we may have some additional fears in our life.
Absolutely.
Well,
What do you do when you fear? You shelter.
I like what Michael said. 9mm. While I'm here at the house, of course I don't own any weapons anymore. Bones and I lost them. Bones and I lost them while we were fishing. But
I
if
don't know what I'm going to do with all that ammo I just got.
if I had that option, if it was available here, it would come in a 5.56 or a 12 gauge option. If here in the house, because sheetrock can be replaced, lives can't be. So,
Yeah.
you know, that's the way things go.
Just ain't
So-
low.
So you
That
talked
12
about
double odd buck makes a mess.
yep. You talked about Rosie moving to Canada.
Yeah.
Today I read that Tom Hanks and his wife are now Greek citizens.
Oh, good.
Greek, really?
Yep.
Yeah, it's good. Good for him.
Wonder what Greeks. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Let him go over there.
It is beautiful over there, though.
Well, you know, Euros and
Have at it. Yeah, have at it. I'm glad.
yeah,
He's already gone because before November the 3rd, right?
Euros and Uzo.
Yeah,
Mhm.
right. Yeah, you don't want to have too much of that. I can tell you that.
He is.
Well-
he is.
Firsthand.
He is a Biden, or he's a
You're in a fist fight. You drink that stuff, no matter who you are.
he's a big liberal.
Mother
Tom Hanks.
Teresa versus the Dalai Lama. If they drank that.
I tell you what, across the Aegean Sea in Turkey, they've got Rocky, which is the same thing. It's the aniseed based drink,
Yeah.
and mix it with water, and it turns cloudy white. Oh yeah, man, you see stars and shit after you start drinking those. And,
You're on what's it called street? You know street.
yeah,
you know
I mean, you're able to sing in multiple languages, and
Yeah.
of
A lot of
course, you can dance well. I mean, that's
absolutely.
that's a given.
Apparently, I can't.
So have any of you watched any of the House proceedings with Attorney General Barr?
I absolutely did.
Man, where they put that dude on a skewer.
Yes, they did.
They wouldn't even give him a chance to talk.
He was trying and he was trying. I thought he handled himself well under the circumstances.
Yep.
But they were trying to ask him, well, why are you doing this and why are you doing that and why are you sending in federal bodies, you know, and all that stuff. And you know, when the mayors and the governors don't want it, it's the people that live there want it. The people that live there are tired of living the way they're living.
Well, I think we talked about this last week, and we had a slight difference of opinion on that. I honestly don't believe that federal troops should be used unless they're called for, unless they're asked. Correct, federal troops.
That's a big difference between the DEA and the ATF and
Those are federal troops.
Those are federal officers, but not federal troops.
Have you seen the way they're dressed?
Well,
you know, I mean, but if we were living where they're going, we would want them there.
If as citizens, yes, absolutely, I would. But would I be the majority in that location too? That's another question to ask. Would you be, as a conservative, are you a majority in Portland, Oregon?
Oh, hell no.
Oh, no.
I don't think so.
I would
But
probably say
if
resoundingly no.
If they don't go in and try to do something, I think it's going to be bigger than that 6-block radius in Seattle.
Could be very hazardous. Could be.
Yeah, I got a kid driving down now, and I don't know which way he's going. But he did say Canada's beautiful, and he wouldn't mind living there.
Yeah, he's going to be living in Australia though.
Yes, he is. And I don't know when I'm going to see him again after he leaves here, but that's okay.
You'll go once a year.
We got Skype. We got Skype. We got Facebook. We got
not if you paid him real.
Oh
good
yeah,
money.
oh yeah, he'll go.
I'll buy Caitlin and Davey a first class ticket to Australia.
Yeah.
I'm not flying.
He'll
down
go
there.
via Skype.
My
way.
God, we'd have to hear about that for 2 years after he went 1 year.
Can you imagine if he had to go twice in 3 months?
They do that. I asked the flight attendants how often they do it. They say they do it 3 to 4 times a month.
A
month.
Man, they're nuts.
You know,
Yeah, but they got sleeper cabin and everything too.
Oh,
They-
yeah,
That makes all the difference in the world.
They do
Yeah.
an 8-hour.
You know what I mean?
An 8-hour shift,
And then you sleep, and then you go. One gets up, one goes to sleep. You know,
yeah,
it's rough.
yeah. You're sitting in that chair upright or semi-upright, man. You don't, unless you're in one of those lounger.
You have to care for him.
Well, my boss did say, one of my vice commander said, if you do it, because he flies for United, you do it first class, because when they're sleeping, a lot of them, you got full access to the galley, the kitchen, and all that. So it's like you're at home. You just 30-something thousand feet in the air.
Yeah.
I'd rather have one of those sleeper things and pop a couple sleeping pills and wake me up in 17 hours.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not going to be a flight attendant.
Yeah, it's rough.
you missed a good one though, there, Sideshow.
Yeah.
Well, what else have you got sports related, Bones? I know there's a lot of.
Well, the $365 million man took a knee for baseball, right?
Mookie Betts.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Mookie Betts took a knee after signing a $365 million contract.
This sponsor just signed on. Those who know Smoke GTO, welcome.
Absolutely, they do.
Dr. Rodriguez, welcome.
He will be on August
Keep him on
11th. August 11th.
August 11th.
We as the Asshole folks will be on this Great Lakes Smoke Show next week after our show. We're going to kind of do the same thing, but I'm going on with Rockefeller and Kevin first, and then the Assholes are coming on with Ronnie and Bobby. And
Nice.
You got a light on at the house, Mort?
Should be a good time. What's that?
You got a light on at your house?
I do.
Okay. I'm just saying you're real dark in this area.
Right here.
Yeah.
Well, need to sit better view.
Let me see. I got.
What about the MLB?
Oof.
Yeah, the Marlins, as a matter of fact, they had 4 or 5 more show up positive for COVID-19, so they
couldn't play the Phillies.
They canceled all the
Home openers with the Phillies.
they canceled all their home games.
Mm-hmm.
So, honestly,
Canceled all.
more people are showing up. You got more and more NFL players that are opting to
Sit out the season.
because they get a minimum of 125 if they choose to sit.
Yeah. I think the season's going to be a bust because they've had so many people testing COVID positive, and they go in reserve, and I don't know. I think it's going to be a bust.
I'm not watching any of it, so I don't care.
What, baseball, football, nothing?
No pro.
Yeah, I've got to agree.
I'm not watching no pros, man. Except hockey, maybe NHL.
I had this discussion
I
the other
can't.
day.
I can't do it.
I had this discussion with Matt the other day, and then I went home. I was talking to the wife, and I guess I was trying to justify how I can watch the NFL. And there's 2 things in this world I love. I totally love. It's my wife and my family. But I enjoy watching football and baseball.
Sure.
I enjoy the hell out of it.
I know you do.
And they're taking my enjoyment out of it by doing this shit. But if I don't support them, I was trying to justify just watching it as not supporting them. I'm just watching. and not buying anything. I'm still going to wear what I've already bought and spent money on. I'm not going to buy anything new.
It's already
Not
paid
gonna-
for.
But then I had the conversation with my friend Andy, who you met, and he's played baseball for 35, 40 years. He loves the sport. He loves the Yankees. He loves the Giants, but he's got nothing to do with them anymore. And after talking to him, it kind of leaned me that way. I won't go out of my way to watch a game, but if I'm happy to sit here in the shop and that's what's on TV, I might not pay attention to it, but I'm not going to leave because it's on.
No, I won't do that either
No.
because we're in a business that offers that as one of its comforts. But
Actually, some business.
I'm not wearing my NFL hats. I'm not wearing my jerseys. I'm not
Some-
watching them, or I'm not having the Monday night at my house no more. I did that with another group of mine, friends of mine, for 16 weeks. That's all gone. We're not doing that. Me and Smoke and Joe decided we're not doing that. So I'm not giving them anything. I'm going to go with my college team, and I'll watch the NFL. I'll watch the NHL.
There are some sports bars that refuse to turn on
Yes.
the NBA, Major League Baseball, and when pro football starts back up, they're refusing to air any of that stuff.
They put signs in the door and say, if you're coming here to watch a game,
We're not offering
go
it.
somewhere else.
We're
Yeah,
just
we're
not going to do it.
You know what? Like Bone said when we spoke about that. He wasn't going to do this. He wasn't going to do that. But if you're going to watch it, you are promoting them. You know what I mean? In a certain way. So
The ratings of that
But
that
like
show.
I said, we come here. We spend a lot of time here at Coast Cigar in Ocean Springs.
2420 Government Street.
Yeah, so it's going to be on here. But you know what? If somebody throws a magnificent one-handed catch touchdown, I'm not going to see it because I'm not looking for it, or I'm not going to say, "Wow, did you see that catch?" I'm just going to say, "Oh well."
But we have to take it one step further, because after the discussion, when I spoke to the wife again and said, I'm not watching, it was with Andy again. We got to talking about cable. Okay, you got your sports you're supporting Major League Baseball, football, all that by having a sports package because you're paying for their channel.
Not me.
You know what I'm saying? ESPN and all that. But there are other sports I will watch: cornhole, dart, curling. So
Beach volleyball's coming up. I saw that on Amazon on my Amazon TV. Beach volleyball.
yes, Oscar, the new cigar is coming. I haven't seen anything yet, though.
Yeah, but I'm out. Mort, I'm out.
Beach
Yeah.
volleyball. You're out of beach.
I like. Yeah, I do like that. There's something I don't know. I can't pinpoint it, but there's something about it. It's probably in the back of my mind why I like it.
I can't quite put my hand on it. I'd
Right.
like to. I'd like to.
This
Yeah.
is not a kid-friendly show, as I put on YouTube. It's the Spankies they wear.
Yeah,
Oh, that's regular volleyball. Never mind. They wear the bikinis and
yeah. They're even called that.
Oh,
Minikinis. Minikinis.
oh, they're just
it's not much of anything. I tell you that much.
happiness
Who
shorts.
won't be in one of them outfits is Rosie O'Donnell.
Man, I don't even. I just want to thank you
She
for
would
putting
be
that
more
thought.
like in Snuffleupagus outfit.
I want to thank you for putting that thought into everybody's mind that's watching this
Yes.
show right now.
Now they can drive off a bridge if they're going over it. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, what are you smoking there, Mort?
I've got a Diesel Rage. It's one of the
I heard
Solomon.
the Diesel, of course, but not the Rage.
It came in a package, I guess, from somebody. I'm enjoying it.
I got like I said, I'm smoking a Candela, and then I got the Sweetgrass Gringo waiting to go next, which I got 2 more boxes coming.
Well, I got my package delivered today.
Oh, did you? Oh, I should be getting it tomorrow then.
Did you get it first?
Did I get?
Did you get to the mailbox first?
Oh, I was home all day, so yeah.
Okay, good.
Did you get one of the new T-shirts?
I didn't get the I wasn't. I got too many shirts. I'm okay with the Wyvera. I got too many T-shirts.
I don't have enough.
I got another one coming.
Yeah, I saw the design. I like it. It's old school, like Route 66 look.
It actually I asked him how he came up with the Stogie Road stock, and it's just that's what I go from shop to shop, and it just kind of made sense to him. And he went and grabbed all these different. Kirk created a nice video too for the Sweetgrass Gringo. If you have you seen that one yet?
I have not seen it yet. No.
It's actually pretty cool. He did it right on the MacBook.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think I could do that on the Surface Pro too. I got to figure that out. I got a lot of shit to do. I got a lot of shit to do. A lot of shit. But Rockefeller Cigars is having a Rock the Block party at Huntington Humidor on August 8th. We have a Coast Cigar on August 3rd.
Yes, August the 3rd, which is a Monday, from Padermo Cigars.
A cut and light. I think he's going to do it via Zoom, pre-order.
Yes.
Buy one box, get a half a box free. So it's the 24 cigars per box. So you buy a box, you get 12 free cigars.
And they could also be mix and match.
Nice.
Which is a nice offer.
And a lot of swag, supposedly.
Yeah, there's going to be hats and them nice leather humidor.
Oh,
You know, like the one that I have and Bones has.
Those are nice.
I got one of those from Perdomo.
Yeah, the nice one.
Yeah.
They'll be here. I might as well grab one in tan.
Might have to throw on my mask and show up. I don't know. Mask and
nice.
shield.
Okay, I'll be the first one to admit. Sports-wise, Florida State lost a 5-star recruit running back. He got hurt last year, but he was coming back this year. But he violated team rules.
Team rules.
That's all they'll say. And he's violated enough to get kicked off the team.
Oh, how much lobster did he snatch up?
I don't know. These kids got everything going for them, and then they're going to do something stupid, man.
They don't have brains because they're not using them.
You know, I seriously doubt we're going to see a college season.
Really?
I seriously doubt it. I know that they're doing light practices and all right now, but I seriously doubt that we're going to see that season.
Dude, these teams are all coming down to it. I think eventually any sport that started is going to stop.
It's a shame, but it is what it is with this until they can get a handle on it.
I saw something today, and I don't know how accurate it is. When the flu came out, the swine flu, H1N1?
Swine flu.
Like 4 million people died in that, and we're nowhere near that. When you look at it, we're at like 0.006 death rate. I just don't know. I wear it when I have to. You know,
I hate wearing it because it fogs up my glasses.
But dude, this works with the glass. I have my glasses on. It doesn't fog up my glasses.
It's breathable.
The neck things, you can wet it
Yeah,
down.
I just have 5 coming delivered to me.
Yep. Got SA's got buy one get 4 free.
Wow.
So I always have one available because you got to wash it after it sits in here. You know, you get all that smoke gets in this shit.
Oh yeah.
And I'm walking through Rouse's smelling cigars, which is a good smell, but
you don't want it when you're not smoking one.
Then
You don't have to throw it. You don't have to throw it in the washing machine. You can hand wash it and hang dry it.
Now, you guys remember Dana Stubblefield used to play for the 49ers?
Sure.
Right? 49 years old, got convicted of raping a mentally delayed woman.
Ugh.
49. Come
Ugh.
on.
Ugh. He got hit far too many times hard on the head to have to do that.
He's mentally delayed.
Yeah. So, Bones, you saw that email or that message that I sent you and Caitlin earlier today. The $500 smoking apparatus.
Oh, I liked it, but I wouldn't pay $500 for it. It was nice, though. I watched that whole video. That was pretty cool. You can do hookah. You can do...
But the hook is more. It's $150 more for the attachment.
To get yes. But it also comes in a nice carrying case. You can take whatever you want.
For $500, it better be a nice carrying case.
I got something else coming as a gift. but that's there was a girl in Alabama, and this isn't sports related. This is school related. She chose. Caitlin, she dropped it up.
She dropped that. She went boom.
This teen decided to sit out of graduation because of COVID. Okay, that was her choice. So the school, when they had the ceremony, refused to mention her name when everybody was walking because she chose to sit out.
What?
Not right.
So this was a school she chose because she didn't feel comfortable going to the graduation.
Correct.
And they didn't call her out because she didn't show up there.
Correct.
This was high school, right?
Correct.
She still got her diploma?
She'll still get a diploma, but they did not mention her in the
They
ceremony.
didn't mention, like, they went down and said, here's Mort, here's Bones, here's Maverick.
Yeah.
And he gave her name and just went to the next person when she was in line to have her name said.
So you know what I would do if I were her? When I got my diploma in the mail, I would take a picture of me with that diploma right here next to me, and I would put it on their Facebook page. Give them the one finger salute.
Yep.
That's exactly how I'd feel about that.
I was totally wrong, man.
Chris Haskell, welcome. Haven't seen you in a while, brother. Hope you're doing well.
Hey, and if you guys get the chance, go on to the BCAA podcast site. Either you go to YouTube and watch the video, or go to the podcast and listen to it. Great information with an interview they did last
week.
The week before with Glenn Luke.
Oh, 2 weeks ago. Yes, that's right. It was 2 weeks
Glenn
ago.
Luke.
Because we were talking about it last week.
Yes, the guy, he's still fighting for the cigar industry, and we need all the help we can get. Because September 12th could be a bad day in the industry.
I think from what I'm seeing that there are little cracks and crevices in the argument. So we may not be a total victory for the BCA, but they're going to have a partial win.
I hope so.
I do too. I think the Cats. I think it's gone too far already. We've gotten too many cities, too many states that have banned tobacco use out in public, indoors, that kind of stuff. I think it's too late to capture that back. But to put the hammer down on the tobacco industry, in particular cigar industry, that could be a fatal blow. It could really be bad.
Absolutely.
You might find yourself smoking blunts.
One other sports related item. I honestly sit here and say I've never watched a WNBA basketball game.
I would never now at this point.
Right. But they took it some of I think is it the New York Liberty, and I don't know where the Storm or something is out of, but they took it one step further. They didn't kneel during the national anthem. When the national anthem started playing and they were standing up, they walked off the court.
Yelling and screaming.
Well,
Hooping and hollering.
If you're just going to do that, don't even come out.
No, they wanted to make a statement. That's why they did it. And to be honest, I've never watched a game, nor would I, but I didn't even think they were in existence anymore.
I guess they still do exist, but
and from what I understand from someone else, they've never had a season in the black making money.
They're losing money every year?
Yeah, they've never made money.
Really?
So they're subsidized by the NBA is what you're saying.
Yeah.
I guess they'd have to be. Yeah.
So why? I'm not even going to ask.
Why have it? Yeah, if it's not making money, why keep throwing good money at bad? It just doesn't make sense. But a lot of things don't make sense anymore.
I've never. I admit he's a great quarterback. He's one of the two best ever between Breeze and Brady. But Tom Brady absolutely said, if anyone on my team kneels during the national anthem, I quit. I'm walking off, and you guys need me. But I will not play football if you take a knee. We'll see how well we'll see what he does.
And also John Elway, the general manager for Denver,
I believe so. Yeah.
said if anybody on the team does like so, they'll be X'd. They're out.
Yep.
Right.
I don't see that happening if you really stop and think about it.
I'm sure there'll be penalties, but he's making it known that there's going to be something happening.
Yeah, they're not going to fire somebody that's getting paid $10 million to play.
Well, I don't know. They've done stranger things. They're allowing them to do what they're doing. You know?
True. True. Sports they've lost it. Professional sports has lost a fan base that I don't think that they're going to be able to get back.
I agree with you.
Politics should not be in sports and Hollywood.
Well, Hollywood is already feeling the pinch because there's been no movies released, in theaters in 6 months?
Yes.
March 12th. Well,
That's about right.
Yeah, sometime in mid-February.
So that's costing billions, probably.
It's costing that industry a bunch of money.
Billions.
Yeah.
And
well, shit, movie theaters are still closed.
Yes, they are.
They're going to open up till next year.
Next year is what I'm hearing as well.
Yes. So that's costing billions. And a lot of them are running their mouths, which they're allowed to do because we are in America. But
they're not working either.
You know what I mean? But they need to.
No.
I don't know. I don't know what they need to do.
They're not shooting any new movies. So
you know what I mean? Like all the stuff that I was involved in, the little mediocre stuff that I was involved in, that's all postponed.
Yep.
You know, the little extra stuff. They're not having any of that because they sent me an email saying it's going to be stopped due to further notice. Actually, they said in the email, it's not that we're not considering you. It's that we stopped everything because they sent me an email and to answer the email so that I received, they know that I received it.
You talking about the concert job?
No, the little acting things, the little extra stuff. They sent me an email saying that we haven't forgotten about you, that it's all on hold. And to answer the email so that we know that we're on the same page.
Well, MGM came out yesterday and said that their entertainment side of things when it comes to shows in Vegas and concerts at casinos and all that,
stop,
done. And if you don't get an email by the 31st of August, be considered that you're fired from, you're not coming back.
Well,
they're making so much money that I'm sure it's putting a little dent, but it ain't enough to put paint and body work, if you can get my meaning.
They haven't shut down the Strip.
Yeah.
But they really have shut down the allure of the Strip because people went there for the shows.
Yes.
And then after the show, they'd go do casino.
When I was like 14, you know who Foster Brooks is, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I was going back in my memory banks, and I remember seeing him at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas when I was 14 and thinking to my mom and saying to my mom and dad, why are they letting that drunk guy on? You know what I mean? Because at that young age, I was totally convinced that he was loaded.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He might have been.
Oh.
But when he was on with Dean Martin, they both were one time.
Dean Martin ran around with his cup, his glass and cigarette.
I was looking on Facebook the other day, and it was a thing with him being on the Carson show, and they were going to cancel the whole show because he was going to be on the whole show. You know what I mean? Like they had segments and stuff like that. Well, he was on there with Bob Hope and stuff like that, and they were going to cancel the whole show because he was real tuned up before he got on. And, he was saying some stuff in his vocabulary that was not, they had to keep on, the 8-second delay wasn't back then.
Yeah, it was live.
They were going, well, Mr. Martin, that slipped out by accident. And,
oops, sorry, folks. Didn't mean for that one to come out.
What was up in his suite and all that kind of stuff.
I got no more sports, man.
We have no more sports.
Unless you guys got something else.
And I guess in the near future, there's going to only be hearsay stuff we'll be talking about because we won't be engaging in it.
True.
Except for the college stuff, and that's if you're right, which I think you are. We're not going to have a season, so what is there to be talking about unless one of them go to jail, which is very possible.
It's highly likely because if they're
Yes.
not playing,
Yes,
if they're not playing, they're playing.
Plus, especially the driving while impaired.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I do have one thing that about sports that I did see, and I'm not sure whether it was team or if it was the NFL that came down and said it, but they said if they see any videos or hear of any stories of players having huge parties, where there's hundreds of people at their houses, they're going to be either fined or something's going to happen.
That was the NFL.
Okay.
Because they know when they have a barbecue that a lot of people show up at it. I mean, they're slaughtering about 3 cows by how many people are there.
Yeah. One of my
there's 20 people show up. There you have a barbecue. It's 2,000 people show up.
Yeah, right.
One of my coworkers was telling me that their next door neighbors, when COVID first, when we started, having to stay home and stuff, every weekend they were having crawfish boils and stuff at their house, and there's 40, 50 people around and all this stuff. She said a couple of weeks ago, all of that stopped, and these people started. The neighbors were now wearing masks and doing stuff. So she thought, maybe somebody got hit by it. That's the only thing she could think of. You went from party time to mask time real quick.
Yes.
So
I just don't know.
it does happen. You got to. It does happen.
It is, but what else was I going to say? The Sweetgrass Gringo is on its way. It's in the mail and on its way to Coast Cigar.
Nice. That must have been a good talking that you had with the owner about.
Oh, speak of that too. Coast is waiting on the email, but Coast Cigar should be a new member of the LCA, the Limited Cigar Association.
Very good. Very good.
So, I cannot remember Brian's last name.
We heard about that on Kerr's show last week.
Yes.
And I was very impressed by it. I thought it definitely is a good thing for a small shop to be involved in, to get the limited releases that you can't get for TAA, like a big shop would get.
He is limiting it to 300 shops. So once he hits the 300 mark, it's done. And then when a company comes out with a new release and they want to release it through the Limited Cigar Association, the owner has the ability to order, I think it's a bundle of 100, 50 or 100. One of those two choices, I think.
Yeah, so they're going to want to keep that like the name suggests, as limited as possible. So you get a handful of cigars and that's it. That's all you're going to get until the release itself comes out.
Well, and speaking of that, Mike Rasdell up in New York, at his shop has the new Macanudo green label. It's Inspirado green label. It's supposed to be a good one. And coming to Coast Cigars, once he gets that email, it's going to be the Death Bucket.
Oh.
I believe that was released. That's the first one that Matt Booth made after leaving Davidoff, I believe.
Nice.
I can definitely be wrong, or I could be right. I know there's somebody on the show that would tell me if I'm wrong in a heartbeat.
You may be right. You may be wrong.
But I can be wrong. It's my birthday week.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And we were actually conversing about that, so I'll chat with you a little bit later on.
And 59 is upon us.
Oh,
59, man.
One more year, and we'll get him a nice box of Depends.
Hey, he don't.
I'm using them already early, but
he turns.
We'll get him some of those leak pads to put on his mattress at home.
Dude, I'd rather have that on. I'd use those at night, so I don't have to get up and go pee in the middle of the
Yeah.
night.
Oh, hey, yeah.
That'd be a lot easier.
Can you imagine Davey waking up saying, hearing him going, She says, what are you doing? He says, I just went to the bathroom. No, you didn't. You're still here. No, yes, I did.
Hey, at least I had something on.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
I knew some friends that would drink and just pee in the bed and not even.
Yeah, I know a lot of them guys.
Oh, fuck.
One of my friends that just passed away about 10 days ago.
Yeah, I didn't know
We
that.
knew him as pee the bed Molly. There wasn't a bed that he didn't hit.
Oh,
From coast to coast.
oh. Are you going to get Sideshow on or not?
He'll come back. Sideshow, you ready to come back?
Sideshow.
Sideshow, put the phone down. Start over.
We're trying to get them whole.
Come on in.
Tell him to leave his girlfriend alone for a minute.
Tell everybody what you've been up to since
It's an old friend. It's coming into the show. We referred to him as a Sideshow. He's been gone for a little while from the shop, about a year. He hasn't smoked a cigar in about a year. So when he did, he came and joined us here at Cigar at 2420 Government Street to join us and to say hello.
Had to see the boys.
and smoke a Rockefeller.
And he
First
was
of all-
he was one of our co-hosts until he had to move away.
First of all,
But
congratulations
it was
on
great to have
your
him
parole.
back, and it was great to have him back on a Tuesday when we were doing our show. So it's pretty cool. Everybody, this is Sideshow.
So, first of all, Sideshow, congratulations on your parole. We're glad that you're out of prison.
Curse say hello to him.
Cigar.
He
How
said
you
he
doing,
did a
man?
2-year stint in Attica.
He is alive, Caitlin. He is alive.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
We don't see the hair back yet.
Why he never answers a text or anything. He's like, what text?
Yeah, I stopped doing it like a year and a half ago. Or more even.
They all lie. They never text me. They don't care about Sideshow anymore.
Sideshow's working in a great place in Orange Beach. Orange Beach, he's down there, man. There's some scenery down there on the weekends. I think he may need a lackey to come help him. And I'm volunteering myself,
Yeah.
like clean the sunglasses off before he sells them or something like that. And what do you think of
Have
that?
a little Bobby come with
Yeah,
me.
little cloth, little cloth.
So you can look at him and say,
Ones.
We'll bring Bobby to work today.
you can look at him and say, you look marvelous. You look marvelous.
Yes. So tell us what you've been doing, man, and what's going on. And
So basically, I left because I had school. So I've been at South Alabama for about a year now, and that's about it.
what are
Really,
you taking at South Alabama? What kind of classes?
I'm in school for marketing.
Okay.
I do my concentration in professional sales. So
Nice.
finally did my degree audit pretty soon. I was supposed to be in my senior year this year, but my degree audit pushed me back about a year, so I got about 2 more years in school, and then I'll be out.
And then he'll have a marketing degree.
I want to do some type of rep sales, so maybe pharmaceutical, maybe something else, maybe cigar sales, maybe something else.
I know a couple of pharmaceutical reps. Back
Well,
in the day.
He's talking about the legit side of it, not necessarily.
Oh, he has to be a little more clear on
Yeah,
that.
be specific.
Yeah, he has to be clear on that because I knew the other kind.
And he's also not talking about the Mr. Bobby. Would you like Viagra or Cialis?
Yeah, well, I have all them blocked, by the way.
Did you?
They're all blocked. Now they call me and try to throw their voice.
It's okay. He stocked up in his 10-year of Cialis, so he blocked them all.
Yeah, I got 10 years supply, so I'm all right. Now they're all blocked.
That's good. So now every time he goes up to the freaking restroom while he's in here, his phone doesn't go off.
There
Yeah,
you go.
Mr. Bobby. So
Mr.
you're
Bobby.
going good at your little job, and then that's going to be over before you know it because you're going to be going back to school, and you have to go physically, or is it going to be online, or what?
I think what we're going to do is they're going to do a hybrid. So most of my classes turned into a hybrid. Some came just strictly online. So I'm gonna have to do like one class a week, I think, and then it's gonna be the rest online.
I hate
But
online
honestly, I really feel like it's gonna change completely because everybody's gonna be back in those dorms. It's probably gonna spread pretty high in those dorms because what do people do on the weekends? They party. We're gonna come back to school, go back to the dorms, spread around in the dorms, spread them in the classrooms. Everything's gonna get shut
And it's
down.
going to get shut down again.
So-
How about that?
But they're gonna have to
Honestly, I
wear.
think it's really dumb.
Do they have to wear masks when they're in the classroom?
Yeah, I
would
think we're gonna
assume so.
have like some rule where we have to wear a mask and then like sitting, so far apart from everybody else. But I
That's
really
going to
think
kind
it's
of
just gonna
not be
shut
cool,
down.
huh?
Or would this be better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look like the Blue Man Group when you have that on. So everything's going good in your life, huh?
Yeah, everything's been great. I mean, I'm just trying to get through school and start a life.
It'll happen before you know it. And the family's good?
Yeah, family's good. Dad's good. Mom's good. Trying to make him proud. Trying to just power through everything.
Especially Pop, right? Because he's the one that's
Pushing me through school.
pushing you through a little bit, right? Yeah, you have to make him happy most of all.
Welcome, Greg.
So it was pretty cool to have you. It was good to see Sideshow, huh, Mort?
Absolutely. I was wondering if he was still alive.
He is
Because
doing well.
More this upcoming year, I'll be back more at the shop. It's just this last semester was like really tough in college, and I was kind of getting that transition between like junior college and like actual college, and it kind of threw me a loop. But I think everything, since it's all online, I'll probably stay with my mom a little bit more, and then have like limited hours on work and stuff like that. So I'll probably pop in more to the shop. And stuff
That'd be
like that.
nice. And we'll be able to see Mort live and in person one of these days.
big transition between community college and university, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a huge transition.
It's like going from high school to college.
Because
man.
I worked a
It's
full-time job when I was doing JUCO, and I was great. I had like a 4.0 the entire time. Was able to juggle a full-time job. I got into actual college, thought I could slack around, kind of do the same stuff. It's not the same.
Can't do that.
Not on top of your ball, you're not going to
And
do
that
that.
full-time job was with a friend of ours at the Island Casino in
Yes.
Gulfport, Mississippi.
Yeah.
I still
Fast
love
Eddie.
that place. That place is great.
Fast Eddie
You had a
will hook
good
you up,
job
man.
there,
He'll
huh?
hook
That was
you up.
nice.
I love that job. I thought it was a good first real job experience. It showed me how
How to
deal
act
with
like a grown-up,
stress,
I guess,
how to
right?
act like a grown-up.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Communicate, have social skills between customers, stuff like that. So
And it also helps with marketing.
yeah,
And
exactly.
this is one kid that listened to Shop Talk
101.
advice.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
So-
a good listener.
My boy's going to be here for a month starting this weekend. Patrick's coming down from Ohio, going to spend a month with us.
He'll be here with Brendan.
The whole month of August.
It's going to be close. He's coming sometime, I think, the end of August, if not just about the beginning of September. But is he bringing pucks? Obviously, he's bringing pucks with him, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's his partner. You got to. That's his buddy.
That's his buddy. He's not going anywhere without his buddy.
So he gets to annoy you, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
That dog don't like you, right?
Oh, no, that dog doesn't like me at all. Yep. I got to teach him that while he's here. I'm gonna
Yeah,
see
you
what
just gotta just do it in his mug.
Or you can
see how
teach
that
him,
works.
put up the L sign and put the pillow in his face and aggravate him with the pillow.
Yeah.
And that'll really piss him off.
Yeah. So Bones, you got a milestone coming up Saturday, August 2nd. We've got a milestone in my house.
August 1st, I got a milestone coming up.
August 2nd is ours. August 2nd, my wife and I spend
The 40th anniversary on the 2nd, right?
40th anniversary. Yep.
Now, what's mine on the 1st?
I don't know. What is yours on the 1st? You're 59th, isn't it?
You said no, my birthday's on Friday.
Well, that's what I said. You've got, I thought it was Saturday. Sorry. I said Saturday.
59.
Yep.
I'm looking towards next year on 60
To
or
retirement. Retirement. How many days? You got one of them calendars at home that counts down?
I'll tell
My
you.
brother had one of them, counts it down and
Yeah.
counts it ahead or whatever. I
I'll
don't know
tell
what it
you
does.
exactly how.
Well, one of the things that he's going to have to do is have that loan countdown before he can retire too.
Yeah.
You got to be paid off before you can retire.
You know what you do with the alarm clock then, right?
Say again?
You know what you do with the alarm clock after that point, right?
You unplug it.
You throw it out the window.
Yeah, you don't need that thing.
Going to the counter, I have 12 months, 2 days, 4 hours, 35 minutes, and 3 seconds to retirement.
Retirement.
Did you hit the start button? So that started, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, it's counting down.
So what you got to do is set your alarm also for 6 months.
Right, I still got a year.
6 months, put that paperwork in. You got to give them a 6 month notice.
Absolutely.
I almost did it last month.
Oh, I know.
I could put it in now, but they're not going to look at it for another 6 months.
You remember Morty was having a bad week that week.
Oh, trust me. My wife and I talked about it at lunch last week. Can we got to, the possibility was definitely there on the table for us.
Oh yeah. Last week wasn't a good week.
Yeah. Yeah.
No. And it's not getting, because we were notified at the last reserve weekend that military-wise, this can go on for another 8 to 12 months. So we could possibly be working from home until
You retired.
they're retired,
Yeah.
which I'm okay with. I still go in like 2 days a week for half a day to print out whatever I need to print out or do whatever. But
Thanks, Caitlin.
dude, that is a milestone. 40 years.
Yeah.
40 big years.
I don't know how she put up with you for 40 years.
I don't either. I honestly, I don't. I'm like flabbergasted.
But dude, when it's right, it's right.
And you're not going away till next year, right? Because you had to postpone all the stuff you were going to do.
Yeah, we were supposed to have a nice little week away from up in Boston for our anniversary and
Right.
all this stuff, just threw a spitball on it. So we
But I don't think the other half was really looking forward to going to Boston. Though.
kind of sort of
It would have been a good trip to go see the Yankees play the Red Sox.
yeah.
Good seats too. He's got his cousin coaches third base, so it's just like it would have been.
Man. Put them behind the old pole at Fenway, right?
Well, no, they've got family seating, and it's under the covered bleachers, covered right behind home plate.
There's a lot to do up there too, man. I mean, Boston's a nice city to go visit, believe it or not.
And you can go see your boys and make the hats.
Yeah, the Boston Scally.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go to their factory.
We were looking forward. I'm still hoping that we can pull off something with the Scally and get an ash hole Scally made.
That would be cool.
You know, Norm was in here the other night, yesterday, as a matter of fact, and he had a nice hat like that. It wasn't a Scally, but it had the CB emblem embroidered on the back. This is a Navy CB retired.
So somebody nice. Probably did that for him, yeah.
But it was like almost like a it wasn't solid material. It was like a knit light.
You know, we could get the hats, and the guy that does all the work for the place Joe worked for, the Direct Auto, they do really nice embroidering, and they do it themselves also. They don't send it out. And they could do something. We can give them the hats, and they could do our thing.
Yeah.
You know, emblem on that, and it won't be that expensive.
I think that would be pretty cool.
We're going to get the hat for here, you know, the real nice fitted ones that the all the pros wear, the same hats, and they were only $9 a piece for the hats without the embroidering.
Really?
Yeah, and that's $25 hat. You know the ones I showed you. Easy. That's a $25 hat.
Easy.
You know the stretch ones, and they're fitted and stuff.
Right.
I don't have a picture I can bring up on here because I don't have it on this computer. But the bucket hat Caitlin got me she didn't realize it had a shield, a face shield that's Velcroed inside, but then you can take it off and wear it.
Yeah.
It's actually cool. Nice bathing suit too.
Yeah, I got to get the bathing suit made.
Made by the same folks that made the shirt.
Yeah.
But the bathing suit was only $30.
So who did
that's how much a bathing suit's going to be.
Of which, this one?
Yeah, who did the design of like y'all? Like is like
Justin did that on his phone.
My legacy, on his phone. With my legacy, yeah, that's the prosthetic.
Okay.
So Greg,
me as like a little angel in the side since I don't really do the show anymore.
I've got to agree with Greg. Ireland sounds like a really good trip to go on.
Oh, that was really cool,
I've been there. Ireland was a fantastic trip. one of
I
the.
love to go there and play some golf.
I don't care about that.
Well,
I want to go to the Guinness place and
Almost.
wrap some Guinness.
Oh, y'all cut it to an hour, right?
You gotta remember.
Yeah,
Okay,
we got
since we're running out of time, folks, remember, buy as many Rockefeller and Stogie Road cigars as you can. Come to Coast Cigars at 2420 Government Street and get them. Support your local brick and mortars because they need the help. They got to get through this, man.
Cigars for warriors too.
Cigars for Warriors.
Yeah, drop off some cigars or even a little cash.
Or if you can't make it in the shop, go on their Cigars for Warriors Facebook page and get the address for. I can't remember the name of the shop that Robert Allen works at, but he does it. Everything goes there. You can send it directly to him. Send some nice cigars. Don't have to be $15, $20 cigars. But just make sure they don't have mold or they're cracking and whatever. Put a little Bavita pack in there, and any little thing helps. Throw some, cash in there because they have to pay for all their shipping. And they send everything priority, so that's like $8. Those are usually $8 a box now. They went up from like $6.75 to almost $8 for the little box that holds a 5-pack in there with a Bavita pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, so support them and support any local brick and mortar you can, man.
All right, so from the Ash Holes, Mort, Bones, and myself, Maverick, from the Virtual Cigar Lounge here at Coast Cigar, 2420 Government Street, we wish you good night.
Inside show.
Inside show.
Greg, don't worry. If you come here and you smoke and drink, we will get you home. Somebody will drive you home, so don't worry about a ride.
Yeah, we
man.
got rides here.
You can leave the motorcycle here. I'll take care of it for the weekend.
Yes.
Good
night,
everyone. Might have Sharpie all over his face and stuff, but we'll get him home.
All right, y'all have a good
night, folks. Hey, Kevin. Thank you,
Kevin.
Kevin.
As what you used to.